I didn't film yesterday just because I had a lot going on. Like, I was editing the video that got posted. Well, I don't know when this is going to be posted, but most recent video. And I thought I had done everything possible to catch up with this week. And I feel like I did. It's just, I think everything just repiled itself. I don't know. I'm like, TMI. Sorry for any boys watching this, but time of month is coming up, and like, I felt so out of it yesterday. Like, I woke up feeling great. I was in a good mood. I was happy, you know. And then now I'm just I felt like towards like the evening, I just started feeling down, and it kept like getting worse. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what do I make for breakfast? So you guys will get a recipe. And so I don't know. I just started feeling worse as like the day continued. But yeah. So we're just trying to get through that right now. So let's make a recipe. I saw this one girl make this, so we're gonna make this. So I bought turkey bacon. Sorry for anyone who doesn't like that, but I recommend you to try this one from Target because like it doesn't taste like turkey and it doesn't taste like you're eating not bacon. And I genuinely thought it tasted like bacon. Now I won't lie to you. Why is it ticking? This stove is weird. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not crunchy like bacon, but I really don't care about that. So if you do care, then I would avoid it. But if you like trying new things, I recommend. But specifically the Walmart one, because like my mom has tried some from different brands and she does not like it. But I just heard that one's like really good. I just realized I have leftover pasta. I might have that for lunch. I'll make chicken and have that. Okay. I don't like that it smells burnt. Why is it burning? Hold on. So, sizzling. We're cooking. Alright, I'm gonna make 2. Just cause they're pretty good. Actually, do I want to? No, I don't want to. I want 1. I'm not really feeling too hungry this morning. So, you can make 2. You can make how many ever you like. I'll make that. So you would toast your bread, whatever choice of bread you like. I like this Fiverr Sara Lee one, 45 calories. So if you eat 2 slices, that's only 90 calories. That's not bad. Like, if you ever want a sandwich. So let's do that. And like how I was saying, I don't know if you guys really mind about me talking about how I feel mentally, but like, to me, this is kind of like my therapy because it feels like I'm like talking to something, you know, or someone without boring them. Who knows? Maybe you guys will skip through this portion. I don't care if you do. But I wouldn't blame you. I don't know. Like, I was playing music. Like, I was genuinely in a good mood. Like, I woke up in a good mood. So I really don't know where this came from, and I'm pretty sure it is. But then I'm also questioning if it is that time of month because, like, usually the next day I wake up feeling good, you know? And like today, I woke up feeling just about the same. So I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. Like yesterday morning, I was literally telling my boyfriend, oh, like I'm in such a good mood. Everything's going good. I have food. I can cook, like this and that. And now I'm just fighting it. And I thought at first, maybe it's because like the concert and going to see family and everything, and like you would think I feel sad at that, but I don't. I just feel sad in general. Like, I'm not missing the concert. Like, yeah, it was good, but I'm not literally scrolling all sad through the videos. Like, I'm genuinely not. I don't even have time for that. And so like my mom texted me a picture of them eating, and it didn't make me sad. Like, it's not. I know it's not that. It's just, I just feel sad overall. So I don't know. I'm just hoping it goes away quick because genuinely it's not a fun feeling. So yeah. So I'm gonna cook that real quick and I'll catch you guys up once it's done. I forgot to mention, I'm gonna put half peanut butter on my bread, and I've been really like, I want that, but I also want this, so I'm not gonna make 2 bread slices for that. I bought this Bonnet Maman. I might be saying this wrong. It's a mango peach preserves. Looks like that. You'll probably recognize it better than I'm trying to explain what it is. So I'm gonna do the half and half of that on the bread. So I'll be back. So recently I started putting coconut milk in my coffee. It's so yummy. So my breakfast is almost done. Hopefully you guys can see this. So making an egg. I wasn't gonna make an egg, but I was kind of feeling an egg. And so I have a little bacon and my toast. So I'll show you my plate once it's done. So this is breakfast. Hi everyone. I made some food. I made a tuna rice bowl, and I have my little seaweed packets. I was gonna show you how I was making it, but I was on a call with my parents, and well, that's that. And I'm gonna try kimchi. So I bought some kimchi back when I was in town. This is the one. I'll do a little review with you guys because I've been super skeptical about buying it because like it's either you like it or you don't. You know what I mean? So. I don't know how to feel about it. I need to find recipes. I want to find a recipe. Like, I like it, but I don't at the same time. So, I'm gonna find a recipe in which I will like it. So, I went to the gym and I started doing more cardio-like workouts. So it's been fun. So that's up. I need to do so much homework right now because I have lab tomorrow. And I have to like know basically like almost 80% of the information when I walk in. That's a little bit stressful. But yeah. It's really easy to make this. I just buy white jasmine rice. And it can be any kind of tuna. I use one that my dad makes. Like he preserves it with oil. It's really good. So yeah. And I never drink soda. My dad left me one, so I was like, I would drink it. Why not? But I need to find a recipe for this because I don't know. It says fried rice. You know what? With fried rice, it might be really good. I'm gonna buy some fried rice and then I'll tell you guys. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Woke up pretty early because 1, I'm cooking food now, and 2, I have lab really early, and it's in a different campus, so it takes me a while to get there. But I'm gonna show you a recipe this morning. If you don't like mushrooms, I'm sorry, just take them out of the recipe. It's gonna be the same thing. So I'm gonna make kind of like an omelet, sort of. Kind of. So we're gonna oil up the pan. And I have frozen vegetables just because like I want them to last, you know? And I saw this recipe this girl made, and she uses like these vegetables, so I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna pour just like a small amount. Also, ever since the Maluma concert and hearing that my parents went to watch Christian Nodal, and I was like so sad because they invited me, but honestly it would have been so complicated if I would have gone because so like they would have dropped me off for school here at college, and like the following, like the end of the week, it'd have to be to go to the concert. And like me remembering what I had to do then, I was just stacked to the max with homework, trying to just like, because like if I do it per day, like it's not gonna work. It's pretty mad. Oh yeah, but like I was saying, ever since then, I have not stopped listening to music in Spanish. Like, I used to like music in Spanish, but I don't know what happened to me that all of a sudden I was like, I don't like it. And like, I deleted all my playlists. And now I'm re-adding music I listened to. I think that was 3. Got lost in how many spoons of creamer I put in here. But, oh my. The amount of, it's been since like Saturday. Since Saturday, I have not stopped listening to music in Spanish, and it is like, even at the gym, like that's how I am. Like once I'm obsessed with something, I don't stop doing it, don't stop hearing it, nothing until I get tired of it. That's just how I am. I jump from point A to point Z in like 0.5 seconds. Like, that's just how I work. Like, if people around me who know me, it's like, oh, what are you obsessed with now? Because it's so bad. That's just how I am. Okay, guys, we're gonna try to mix this coffee without making a mess like last time. Yesterday, I succeeded. I'm finally grabbing like the speed of this little, I don't know what to call this, mixer, I guess. Okay. Good angle so you can see what's going on here. So vegetables are cooked. Only halfway though, because they're gonna finish cooking with the egg. So I'm gonna put down temperature to low. I'm gonna grab some spices like onion powder. Can you see this? Onion powder, garlic, pepper, and a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs because I don't think an egg will mix everything properly. I also like having a lot of egg in my stuff. So that's that. So that's gonna be so loud. Just gonna put it in here. I'm gonna mix it right now. Okay, that's that. Now I'm gonna add my spices. I love spices. To a little bit of a suffice amount. You know what? I'm gonna mix it because I'm gonna be so scared that this is not mixed properly. Yeah, it was already starting to cook. That's not what you want. So I'll put the temperature up a bit again so everything can start cooking. And then this salt's gonna be so complicated because it's like a big thing, but that's a lot of salt. That's too much salt. Maybe like a teensy bit, just like a teensy bit. Anyways, when putting salt after, I'd rather salt it than it be too salty. So I'm just gonna cook that around, mix it around. Alrighty, so that's the breakfast, a little bit of the dessert, and my coffee. So yeah, I'll give you guys a rating right now. So I had like the first bite. It's so good. It's actually like really good. Like perfectly seasoned and stuff. I definitely recommend it. If you like vegetables, definitely try it. Really good. You don't even have to do the mushrooms. You can do whatever vegetables you want. It's like so good. I know it said like an omelet, but this looks more like a mix. To make an omelet, you would like stuff the vegetables inside, cook them aside. But I don't got time this morning, so it's just a vegetable mixed with eggs. But it would taste the same as an omelet. You can even add cheese to it like an omelet. But definitely recommend. Hey guys, just came back from classes. I was gonna make chicken with pasta. I forgot to defrost the chicken. There's gonna be pasta today, and tomorrow's gonna be pasta with chicken. So I'm gonna get my water boiling. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Because this stove looks a little bit different from mine at home. But lava was kind of fun today. I need more water than that. Hold on. So I definitely wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be. And that wasn't my fault. I should have planned accordingly. I don't know how much water I need. I should have planned accordingly, but I got to see a cadaver for the first time ever. And it was impressive. Okay, so the cadaver was very impressive. Obviously, we're not allowed to take any pictures due to respect to the cadaver's body, because this is someone who, you know, willingly donated themselves to science, so in respect of them. But she was telling us my lab bio. So I'm eating a banana because I'm really hungry. My lab bio was telling us how this cadaver was a bit older. Not older like age-wise, but like in the sense of like how long it had been preserved for. So there was a smell to it, more than there usually is. Also, I'm gonna use for my pasta this big, yeah, I wish I didn't throw the label away. This is at Target though, you can find it anywhere. It's just big pasta, but this one specifically from Target. This is the butternut squash pasta sauce. It is so good. I can't even describe the flavor. Like, on here it says it's made with real cream, Italian traditional sofrito base. I hope I'm saying that right. Sofrito. Hand-picked sage and a touch of honey. Just, it's so good. I can't even describe it. It's just so good. Not easy to pop open though. I know. And so there was a smell to it for sure. What the heck? I think I got a text from my friend. And so we're studying bones. So she showed us in some bones because our lab's not allowed to dissect cadavers. We're only allowed to see them. I don't think that'll be until next semester. And this person, I hope I'm allowed to talk about what they had. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm just not allowed to show. Obviously, how would we talk about things in science? So this person had a total hip replacement. So in our coxal hip bones, there's a joint that articulates with our femur bone, and that glenoid cavity was plastic as well. That was part of the replacement, and the articulation itself that connects into the femur bone was all, I think, metal. I'm pretty sure it's metal. Sorry. It was really impressive to see that. I've never obviously seen anything like that. And just explaining to us that the bone had to be broken in order for that replacement to fit in. It was really impressive, and we were very lucky enough that one of the people in my class, they asked if we could see the digestive system and like all the organs down here and part of like the thoracic cavity. So we got to see that. The lungs were like completely deflated, of course. You could see part of the aorta. The heart was kind of covered with, hold on guys, I gotta remember this word. If I don't remember, I have to study it. Visceria? No, visceria is like all the organs. I don't know guys, but like there's like a membrane that covers like the organs to protect them. I can't remember the specific name of the organ. This water is really boiling. And so we got to see that. It was very impressive. In the sense that I wasn't prepared for class is because we take quizzes at the end of the class, and like the stuff for this week I knew it for sure, but the stuff from last week, because we're supposed to know, I don't like how much this is boiling, guys. Make sure you get a boil to your water, but not to the point where it's gonna like rupture or something. So I didn't know last week's stuff too well, so I was like, whoops. So I'm hoping I make up with it with the practical. I don't think the practical was worth a lot. So at this point, whatever, it is what it is. Que será, será. I just saw that on Pinterest and I was like, that's a vibe. That's true. But so I'm gonna try to not burn myself. Okay, this has it heated, so it's not gonna burn me. Also, I just thought, how the hell am I gonna drain the pasta water? I don't have like a little drainer like at home, and that just kind of hit right now. So we're probably gonna make a mess like always. But I'm just trying to figure out how to not burn. Oh, I know. Get the handy dandy, and this will stop this splattering. Oh, also quick tip for when you're making the pasta. Put a little bit of salt. It helps it cook better, and it also seasons your pasta. So we're gonna not do too much. Like, you know, salt there. Also I'm gonna do pepper. I usually always do pepper. Okay, now I'm gonna give that a mix. We're gonna let that cook for like 10 minutes because it's pretty thick pasta. Okay, we're probably gonna add mushrooms to this. So I'm probably gonna put them in there so that they defrost and cook with the pasta. I'm probably gonna do like a side of salad with this and like save some of the pasta for tomorrow. Because a salad sounds so good right now. Like very fresh, kind of balances the hotness of the pasta plus the freshness of the salad. My back hurts so much, guys. Like I breathe and it's just like tension. I'm pretty sure I did something wrong at the gym yesterday. I didn't even realize it because I wasn't feeling it in the moment. But yeah. Okay, so I finished cooking, and this is the plate. So you guys will get the recipe. Everyone else will just get a picture first. But you guys are gonna see this after. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. We're gonna make oatmeal this morning. You guys are just gonna get all the recipes because why not? So I'm gonna take out my little pot. Yesterday I just spent my whole day making my study information for biology because I did not realize that my test is this Friday. I thought it was next Friday, but no. So that was a little tragic when I found out. It's okay. I kind of know all my information, so I'm not too worried. I think I'm gonna make this with coconut milk. We're gonna try this. And I think I'm gonna do half a cup of oatmeal and a cup of milk, but we'll see. Because I don't like mine like too watery. I like it a little bit thick. So we'll pour in my milk first. Oh, I didn't bring cinnamon. I usually put cinnamon in it, guys. This one's gonna be kind of plain and sad. But so I made my study information, and I basically knew most of the stuff when I was making it, which is good. And so that's good, but I also have to make study stuff for, well, not so much for chem, it's just kind of knowing how to do the problems, you know? Also, did y'all just see my pump? Like, we did, this is, the lighting was kind of good on this one. Sorry, a little flex moment. I'm very proud of my progress because like I said, I've been feeling kind of down lately, so like little stupid stuff like that just gets me improved. But is this milk gonna boil or what? Sorry guys, I'm very impatient. But we'll throw my oatmeal in there meanwhile. I feel like half a cup is a lot. It feels like a lot. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, we save it. If I don't finish it. But, oh yeah, so my mental health so far has been getting better. It tried getting me yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, it tried getting me, but I was like, no, swing at you. I kept like, my distractions yesterday were much better, like music and like I have to do homework. Like, I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm not gonna let it get to me. Like that was literally me half the time. But I think I made a pretty good battle because I felt better. And I didn't even notice I was feeling better till like at the end of the day. I was like, oh, I felt better. But and also other stuff that's just been getting to me. Like, what I don't like is that I'm usually not like this, but during my time of month, I just like hell breaks loose or something. But you know what? You know what would help? If I put the lid on it so it could actually keep its heat. I think half a cup of milk was good. So we're not gonna need this anymore. Or half a cup, I'm sorry. 1 cup of milk, half a cup of oatmeal. Also depends on how much you want. If you want less than that, half in those portions. If you don't know how to do that, search a calculator online for half cup measurements because your girl doesn't know either. Your girl is not good at math. We're really in pre-calc and we're a sophomore. I probably would have been in a more advanced math if, you know, I was given the proper classes to take over the summer, but that didn't happen. So, gotta do what we do. But yeah. And then right now, I would also pour in brown sugar, and I would pour in the cinnamon, but I don't have brown sugar or cinnamon. So, you know what I could do? I'm gonna throw in a packet of Trivia, and then use honey to sweeten it if I want more. We're gonna try that. Oh, it's boiling. It told me, hush, sweetie, you just have to be patient. So let's bring that down again to a little heat. So good news, guys. I was texting my friend Salma. Let me like drink my pills. Okay. This shit's like sizzling. Like I was saying, I was texting my friend Salma, and I'm sorry guys, I lost my spoon to stir this with because it was put away this whole time. No wonder. But I'll also keep like stirring like every minute or so everything cooks well. I'm sorry guys, I'm not getting to the point. Like I said, I get distracted so easily. But I was texting my friend Salma, and I told her I wanted boots because I really want to go to a Cristiano Ronaldo concert. I don't know when it'll happen. Probably not this year because one, the places that are available to me are still kind of pretty far. And it's a long drive, and the seating's not that good. And they're kind of all resale tickets. When my parents went, they were like 4th row, second seating, so it was like stages right there, and I was like, okay. But so I really want to go to that, but like, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I had never been into like música mexicana, Mexican music. Like, I heard it as a kid because I heard it at parties and stuff, and like I knew you a song here and there. Could I differentiate you the cumbias from the salsas from like Las Quebraditas? Hell no, I didn't know what was what. Now I do. But I guess like the first artist I began to like notice, I'm like, you know what, the music's not that bad, was Cristiano Ronaldo, and what's the name of the other? I forgot his name, but like those are the first few artists where I was like, music ain't that bad. Cause I was like that weird, like, I don't know, weird kid that was like, I don't like Mexican music, I want my American music, you know. So I was very, very unappreciative at the time. Now I'm like, I want to hear the music's so good. Because like, the music, hold on, let me get a bowl over my hands. But here, these black, and the stitching is kind of like a gold, not really gold. Oh, so loud. It's like an old looking gold. I don't know. Oh, this is done, guys. Okay, let me show you what it looks like when it's done. Cause I don't really do it by time. I do it more by the look of it. So I like for it to look like that. Like the oatmeal looks very sponged up. you know, almost looks like porridge. And so I'll let that cool a little because I don't want to put it boiling in there. And so it's those boots, and again, they have a high heel and some pretty good arch. But the last ones I found, they're literally everything I wanted. So they're calf high because I'm short. I'm 5'2". I'm not that tall. So if I were like, and my legs are taller than my torso is, like they would look okay, you know? Like I have some knee-high boots and like they're cute and all, but it's like it doesn't really fit me, you know? It's like I'm forcing myself into the style. So those ones are calf high. It has a white stitching embroidering, a really Western looking, like very Mexican looking embroidery design on it. It has this metal, like, what do I call it? Metal placement on the front of the where your toes go, and that's what I've been looking for. I want that like metal piece in front. I don't know why. I really like silver and metal stuff on like clothes and stuff like that. It's like the little details I admire about clothes. I don't know. Like I love a lot of shirts that have like their like branding here, like on a small little tie. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with the small stuff. And so it has that, and it has a really good heel. Like they're like heel boots. And so I was like, dude, I need your help. So funny thing is, Salma really liked I think she liked the Steve Madden or Madden ones, unless she ended up liking mine. I think I went completely against what she wanted, and so I went the ones with the metal tip. Sorry, Salma, if you're watching this. But and then the shirt I want to wear, so I'm gonna wear like shorts like these ones, because these ones are my favorite. You can't even see them. Hold on. Can you see them now? Yeah. So I'd probably wear these shorts because they're my favorite. They're the Levi's 501s. Definitely recommend to you guys. Also, I'm gonna start pouring my oatmeal. Guys, usually my oatmeal doesn't look this white. It looks more toasty brown because of the sugar and less cinnamon. So I swear it's not gonna be flavorless if you do add that stuff in. I think I made a lot. I think I made a lot of oatmeal. I almost spilled it on me. But oh yeah, so the top I want to wear, it's like this Zara top, and I had been in love with it for a while, but I didn't know like how I could use it. And like I think I understand now how it's meant to be used. So it has like, let me finish pouring this and then I'll describe to you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the amount of sweetness this has is perfect. So I will not be needing the honey, but if you do need some, a lot of people say that the pure and raw unfiltered honeys are the best one. You don't have to buy this brand specifically. This one was the cheapest for me. Like this, it's a lot. It has 32 ounces and it was $16. Quick ASMR. But so yeah, you can pick whatever honey you want. Or you don't have to listen to me. It doesn't have to be pure, but whatever honey you want. Point is, or whatever even sweetener you want. You could have Nutella on here if you want. Your choice. But I do need my knife. Where is my knife? So the top is black. It's like to here, it's cropped, and it has like jewels dropping. So that's the modern touch I want to put to it. And so we were talking about hat, like a sombrero. And I told her like I really like this red one I saw. But my boyfriend told me I'm gonna look like Jessie from Toy Story. And I don't want to look like Jessie from Toy Story. So then I was like, man, you ruined it. I was like, now I don't want it. So then I showed her this black one that, what the heck was on that? I showed her this black one that had like a little buckle on it, and it's very cute. So then I told her, and then she's like, honestly, dude, the red one's like a wear or tear. Like, you either wear it with confidence or you don't, you know? And so I'm gonna cut banana pieces on mine. You can add whatever you want. And so the black one, she's like, I feel like it's a safer option. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So then I called my mom and I told her about the shoes. She's really happy with the choice of shoes I picked, because not only were they cute, but they're also $130 cheaper. And so I was telling her about the hat. She's like, oh, by the way, she's like, your hat needs to match your shoes, so it has to be black. She's like, just like how shoes match a belt, those ones have to match your shoes. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. Well, like, I kind of did, but I kind of forgot, you know? And so she was telling me she has a black hat at home. So she was like, maybe try mine on and see if it fits you, and you can use it. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna finish decorating this and I'll show you guys. Guys, I forgot I'm supposed to leave here at 8:30. It's 8:30. Oh well. So that's my plate. This is my oatmeal with my banana and a little bit of peanut butter. The banana was so good. I ate the rest of it because not all of it was gonna fit on there. It's so weird. I'd put ice blocks in here, but not blocks, like normal ice, like little ovals, and they turn into an ice block from Minecraft. But let's give this oatmeal a rating, even though I didn't add in my normal ingredients. It's all right. Okay, maybe it's not as sweet as I wanted it to be. Let me get the honey. Hey guys, I just came back from my first class. And we're gonna have leftovers for lunch. So, what I was gonna tell you guys about what I saw on TikTok. So, I don't know if y'all know the artist Peso Pluma. I don't hear him as much. I only hear the one popular song, Ella Baila Sola. It's really good. But I saw this new, and at first I thought it was fake, you know? Because that he had received threats. But then I kept saying more and more and more and more. So I finally did my research, and he did receive threats from a Tijuana cartel. And apparently this isn't the first time that has happened for an artist. Someone who did receive threats and died to it was Chalino Sanchez, and his ended pretty badly. I mean, he died. So he received that recently and was saying for him to like not present himself wherever his concert was going to be in October 14th. I don't know where it's at. But, I mean, usually threats like those aren't just, you know, random threats, especially when, like, this has been seen. This isn't the first time it's happened for a Mexican artist. And he just presented at the VMAs recently. And I was really proud of him. But, yeah, I just hope he listens, or that I hope it's fake news, because he's really young and that would be really sad. And his whole career just barely started. So hopefully he listens. Hopefully, if it is true that he's not stubborn thinking that it's not, like, I don't know, I personally feel like that were me, I wouldn't risk it, you know? Hey guys, came out from the gym. Just wanted to show you my recipe that I'm making. So my hair bought these little like shrimps that already have the breading on them, and I just put them in the oven for 400 degrees for like 16 minutes. And then I'm making broccoli, well, cooking it, not making it. And I'm gonna do some lime beans. That's gonna be dinner. So excited. Just wanted to give you guys different ideas of what you could make for dinner or for lunch, whatever you choose. Hi everyone. It's been a while since I filmed. I think Friday? No, not even Friday. I think Wednesday was the last day I filmed. It's gonna be kind of like a 2-week video because I don't have a lot going on right now. Maybe upcoming something will come up. Who knows? Stay tuned. But I just have a few things to catch you guys up with. First of all, a big mistake. Oh my god, My eyebrows look so dark. I do not like my makeup today. Okay, I was trying something new with makeup and I don't think it's my style. But something that I realized I was starting to hurt myself with, and I want to talk to you guys because it's super important. Because I don't know if you guys have been going through this, but I started changing my diet a little bit more because I had been doing research about like foods you shouldn't mix together just for gut health purposes, because like I would bloat a lot and it was super uncomfortable. Like right now I ate and like I'm bloated normally, like because I just ate and it feels comfortable. Like I feel good after eating, you know? So I just mixed, I researched what I'm not supposed to mix together. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't mix your carbs with your proteins because that'll cause more discomfort. Or you can mix veggies with proteins, veggies and carbohydrates and stuff like that. And I was just reading. So my problem with that was that I was eating it properly, but then I wasn't eating carbohydrates a lot because I'd be like, I'm already full. And then I'd be like, oh, I have to consume protein. Oh, but I can't mix so it was just this cycle I was falling into where I wasn't consuming enough carbohydrates, and I began to notice I was more hungry. And I thought, oh, maybe it's because I'm lifting more at the gym, because that tends to happen while you're in a kind of cut. But like, you shouldn't be feeling very, very hungry. Like I'd eat and then within 5 minutes I'd feel hungry again, even though I had already felt full. And I'm like, this isn't normal, like something's going on. So also, like I said, I'm still waiting for my time of the month to come in. I'm trying to position my camera so I can do homework before I go to the gym. But there we go. So it was just a cycle, and I didn't know if it was my time of month because sometimes I get appetite changes, either like I feel very hungry or I don't feel hungry at all. So I thought it was that too. I wasn't too sure. Like there was so much going on that I didn't know where to start from. So not only that, but I began to notice that like after certain foods, so I began to eat a little more. And then I was like, no, that's not really fixing it. So then I began to notice like usually after meals, I'd crave something sweet. Even if like I would drink this, and this is pretty like sweet, you know, like in flavor. And so I would get something like fruit or something like that, or like I have these like fiber protein brownies thingies, like fiber brownies, and it doesn't have protein. But the point is, I would feel like that after every meal, and in here it wasn't really connecting. And it's funny that it's not connecting because I'm in an anatomy class, and literally what I searched up after just made complete sense. I was like, oh, I'm so stupid, why didn't I think of that? So I was talking to my boyfriend and I was like, this isn't normal, like this shouldn't be happening. And I read a long time ago that if it's happening, it's because it's a lack of something. So I searched. What was my result? There isn't enough energy in your body to be breaking down that food, which is in a way why you're feeling hungry again. So either A, you need to consume more sugars, or B, you need to consume more carbohydrates. For me, it was a bit of both. One, I reduced a lot of my sugar intakes. Like the most sugary thing I'll eat or drink nowadays is either like a cereal, and I'm not talking like Honey Nut, or sorry, it is Honey Nut Cheerios or Kellogg's, but so like their sugar's very not that high, or like this, and again the sugar's not that high in this either. So in a way, I'm not consuming enough sugar for my body to utilize it as energy. And the other source my body could have used been like, okay, so we don't got sugar, might as well use carbohydrates, and from there, you know, I also wasn't consuming enough carbohydrates. So it just makes sense. Like last night I was like telling my boyfriend, like my stomach's like rumbling, I'm so hungry. I'm like, I already met my like calorie deficit of the day. Like this isn't adding up. And it wasn't like I lowered my calorie deficit to an extreme point where I'm not eating, you know? It just, my body was as demanding for energy to be able to break down what I eat, not because I was more hungry. It lacked the hunger of energy to break down the food I had consumed. So in the end, do your research really well. Be very careful when changing diets. It's very dangerous. I could have gotten hurt from that if my body can't break down nutrients properly. So yeah, that's my recommendation of the day. Just be careful. And then, what was another thing I was gonna talk? Oh, I wanna give you guys study tips because I feel like this has been working for me. So recently I had 3 exams coming up. So I already took 1, so I have 2 left. My first one was for anatomy, and I felt okay. My studying could have been a little bit better, but I did something, I started doing something a few days ago to study for an anatomy practical I have. And if anyone knows what that is, there's no multiple choice. There's like 2 questions multiple choice. The rest, you have to have correct spelling, and you have to know and name it. Like, say it's asking for like, I don't know, the difference between is it femoral bone, femur bone, femur bone. It'll tell you to differentiate between a right and a left. You can't put just femur bone. You have to put like right femur bone, you know. And so it's just stuff like that it's very specific about. And I was like, oh crap, like how am I gonna learn all of this? Like, it's 2 chapters, and those chapters are long. So I had gotten the idea. I kind of combined a bunch of different study methods. So I wrote down all the notes, everything possible. And I had organized. Sometimes I didn't even have to look up because I just knew what I was writing down. I was like, oh, I know it's this. And then like I check and be like, yeah. So then I also drew down images like proximal versus distal, and like medial versus lateral, and you know, all that stuff. And what I'm gonna do after I do chapter 2 is I'm gonna like study those notes for 5 minutes, you know, study over what I know I'm kind of like about, like iffy, and then give myself like a 20-minute break. Then I'm gonna proceed to write down everything I remember from that chapter, everything possible. Then I'm gonna compare it to the actual notes, and I'm gonna check what I missed, and with a different like pen color, I'll write down what I missed. And again, I'm gonna give myself like a 5-10 minute break, and then I'm gonna study again for 5 minutes what I missed with just what I missed. And then you're just gonna keep writing down until you realize that you have written down everything, even what you had forgotten, if that makes sense. So like, I'm gonna show you what my notes look like. I found out it's very good, and like the only reason I recommend that is if you actually understand what you're learning. So like my issue is I understand what I'm learning, I just miss very small details, not because I don't know them, but I literally don't remember them. So at this point I just have to remember it because I understand it. It's just I kind of forget it. I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't recommend this. Say you don't understand like at all what's going on, like you really don't know differences between anything, then I don't recommend this. Like, you have to watch videos, you have to reteach it, you have to go get help from someone who knows it, because it's better to know it now than pay the price later of not knowing it at all. And I learned my lesson about that since freshman year, because that freshman year I didn't really know how to study or anything, and I just wanted to get through it because I felt like I was already so far gone into the semester that there was like no helping myself, you know, which there was. I just, in the moment, I was in the right state of mind. So what my current notes look like. So for example, here I have organ systems. And so I have these pictures that were provided to me, and so I wrote down like main organs, main functions, and stuff like that. Here's another one. Here I'm dealing with like body cavities and stuff like that. So like I wrote down everything, I labeled them and everything. And then like here I have regional terms, and again, like I labeled them and everything. So those are my personal notes. Like I did that, and like in a little thing I included like what these notes include. So I said, oh, pre-laboratory stuff, introduction stuff, directional terms, organ systems. I know you probably can't see that, I'm so sorry, it's like not mirrored, but you can kind of see like I have my own diagrams, and then like the ones that I need, I would just take a picture and then I would write into them. So that's just a way of studying that I recommend if you're taking like science courses. Now, if you're gonna be studying more like chemistry and math, that's more like application, then my recommendation then is do everything your professor gives you for help. Take everything. It's better to overlearn it and overknow it than not know enough of it. Like, because chem, for example, for me, it's just a lot of like, it's not even so much of like knowing stuff like this, like it's a little bit, like 20% of that, but the other 80% it's knowing how to use formulas and knowing how to read off of application stuff. So it's just practicing that over and over and over and over again. Like, just because you're like, oh, I don't have homework this week, just practice it, because it's gonna stay in there better. Because like if you have an accumulative by the end of the year and you have practiced at least 1 or 2 problems from every single thing continuously on, it's just gonna help you. Like my professor, she provides practice exams, and I did it. And I also watched her practice exam videos, and I also do her extra problem sets, which are for extra credit, but like it helps before an exam because you've overdone it already. You've seen every version there is to it. You know how to do everything of it. On the homework, if I'd mess up, I wouldn't be just like, oh, I messed up, whatever. No, I'd look over it and try to understand my mistakes. And if I don't understand my mistakes, I go ask someone in their office hours, like, hey, I actually don't get this. And I came to realize I had the right idea. I was just making silly little mistakes. That's always my problem. I make small mistakes that I just couldn't think, like, in the moment I'm so closed-minded toward the problem that I can't see like outside the box, like, oh, in reality it's this. So that's my recommendation to how to study for like courses like a math and a chem type of class. I mean, I guess if you're studying like history or something like that, like if you're in high school, kind of like the science way that I was saying, like for science courses, it kind of does apply to it. Just write down like, I don't know, historical events or whatever you have to learn, you know, like be like, oh, I'm learning about World War II. What are some main things that happened in World War II? And you just start writing them down, you know. It just helps a lot. Put your phone in do not disturb. That's another thing. I tried putting just normal music in the background. It can be very distracting. Try to have no lyrics or anything, like just kind of like lo-fi study music, because I get distracted really easily and I just start writing, but you're not making that mind connection to what you're writing. So in the end, you're like, oh shit, like what did I write, you know? So yeah, those are just some study tips that I wanted to give you guys, because I know I said I'd do that in a podcast, but right now I want my account to gain a little bit more popularity before I start doing podcasts, you know? So I might as well give you guys the tips on here and then go over them like on a podcast, you know, to reach different people through different medias. But that's the catch up of the day. I'll let you know how I did on my exams. I know my exam for anatomy already got graded, but there was a mistake because my professor said that she accidentally put in stuff from the new material that we're barely going to be learning, because she didn't have enough time to teach it, and she's like, I didn't realize that those questions managed to make their way in, so I need to go in and give you credit for what you do know how to do and take away those problems that were added. So I guess I just have to fix that, and I have my chem exam tomorrow, I have my practical on Wednesday, and then I got a break. It's just been back-to-back studying. It's been horrendous. So it's finally over, almost over, so I'll keep you guys updated, and in case I don't, I adore you all. Hopefully see you in the next video, because I really don't know if this is where I'm going to end it off or not for this video.